Alright, so I'm Lorgon Jortle. This is a tutorial requested by a user named swetrich, if I pronounce that right, on one of the other Burnham tutorials. This is Welcome to YouTube, I believe his newest song. He performed it at YouTube Live. It's in the key of G major. And it's based around 3 chords, so it should be nice and simple. If you don't know the chords, you don't know the notes, go to my first tutorial, Basic Piano, and you'll learn all the notes in the major and minor chords, which is all you need for this. It starts off, first of all, you should know the song. If you don't, it's not going to make sense, because I'm just going to tell you the parts where he does things, and then you can piece it together, because you'll know the chords. So the very first intro, he starts off right there. He just breaks up a G chord. G, B, D, G, B, D. Okay? Okay, and you hit the D twice. And then C, B, A. Okay? So. And then he starts. So you start on a G chord. And what I find easiest is putting the D down here, and then G and B. Just have G in the bass, so G, B, D. Okay? So, start after that. Okay, so after the G, you go to a C major, just have C in the bass, C, E, G, and then D major, D, F sharp, and A, have D in the bass. Those are the 3 chords right there that the whole song is based around. So, that's what he does the first time. When he gets to C, because D goes for twice as long as the other 2, so it's like a 4/4 time. He gets to C and he goes. Okay, so he does C for its normal amount, and then you go C. You move the C and the G to the B and the D, which makes a G, B, D, makes a G chord. He only does it this one time. Okay, so. G, C, and D's for twice as long. Right there I just walked up from C, C sharp, D. So. Right there. He doesn't do that, but I like to add it in. You're on D. Move this up to B, the A to B, to A, back to G, and then start. So, and you start, go back to the G. So he does that, and then when it switches, instead of doing the G, C, D, he does the C, G, D, C, G, D, C, G, and he's just going up with D's right there. D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A. Slides down, back to G, C, and D. Okay? So. Okay, so there's that. I'm adding, when I play the D, I'm sometimes adding the G, I'm sometimes adding the E. Okay? So pretty much the G and the E and the B, they're all pretty, kosher. You can do what you want with them. Alright? So there's that, and then he starts over again. Same thing. Right? And goes right, normal, starts with C this time, back to D, C, G, that goes up with D F sharp A. It's like normal, slides, when every single time he goes up, he just goes up with a D chord, slides down, back into G. Now, one of the parts he does this this little lick. I figured all this out by ear, so if it's not exactly right, don't sue me. I mean, I'm trying the best I can. So he goes up, and then he goes, right, and then after that, so right there, you start on the G, right after the slide. Right, so he's doing the G, and then he's dropping the G. So G, C, and then you're just walking it up. You're on the B, walk it up to the C, that to the D. So now you have a D octave because you're keeping the D down here. To D, back to C, back to B, and then to the D major, okay? And he's still doing the G, C, and D in the bass. And on this one, when you go up to the D here, the D octave is when you switch to the C. And then right there, he goes G, C, D, walks it all the way up to the E. Some people might not be able to reach this if they have small hands, but I'm not really sure what you can do, because that's what he does. Up to the E, back to the D, and then back to the chord. So those again. And when you're going all the way up to the E, C, you switch to the C again when you're at the D octave. So switch to C, and back to D. So there's that. And he just does the same thing over and over again. G, C, and D, and then switches to C, G, and D. Sometimes, like, he'll start laughing during the song and just chill on D for a little while, and back to normal. Right? So, pretty much based around C, G, C, and D, C, G, and D, and then remember that. Just remember that little lick right there with the. That's the whole intro on this whole song. And you just piece it together based on what you know. Here, it only does the intro once, repeats everything after that over and over again, except he only does that lick once after he makes the loop joke. So I'm Lorgon Jortle, and check out musicandI.com.